Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode, of course, of IDISKI LETHU. I'm Hleza the Englishman, Umlungu Mnyama, and we are out here at Palms, a very interesting place, I'll tell you for one. If you want to chill, if you want to make a launch, if you want to get down to business in all essence and in all view. Guess what? In today's episode, we are going to be recapping in a very peculiar type of a manner. Remember, I'm not alone. I'm with the one and only, immaculate, sensational, Torah.
Sure, Mukaba. Hey, Torah ononiteri. Riane paka another episode. It is kile to distribution 101. Bas di variane pa. Di cerca bon. Apa debabon. Hozobona. Ricerca ba debabone zora ba farela this week in Mukaba. Richico recap. You remember last week Robana na draw. We had a draw last week. Besienza la penalty pose. Yeah, Izinja ZeGame. You remember that draw?
Yeah, most definitely I do. And it was an exciting, most certainly, maneuvering because you could tell a lot of teams that actually affiliated came and there were other teams that didn't affiliate. They wanted to get into, of course, the tournament. So that took a little bit of another sudden turn, I tell you for one.
Yeah, because you remember if it's post earlier tournament, my Puma, it's a top 16. And then good draw, yeah, by top 24. Hey, if I'm not China, good say game last week. So we top 32.
And now it's getting even much more interesting because if you get to look at the teams that are participating there, they are participating there, they are playing in other tournaments, and there is one team that is facing another team in another peculiar type of a tournament, and it's going to even get even much more interesting.
Imagine I'm for 2 weekends. Le team uhlangana le team le phinde uhlangana nayo futhi lapha ya futhi phinde uhlangana nayo egame enkulu kakhulu kune game ezayo kule weekend kune game abayidlalile le game abayidlalile lapha eThembisa. What a game.
I mean, Power Rico games, for me, exciting, I tell you for one. That game was full of energy, adrenaline. You could tell both teams, big teams in Akasi tournaments as well, Mudagasi, as well as Skepe and Nketule, sensational, I'll tell you for one. But if we look at the draw, in that perspective, Izinja ZeGame. I saw a couple of games this past weekend. I could tell Mudagasi were facing Palms, right?
Yes, they're facing Palms. And
what
it was
a game.
The first game in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah,
they won 1-0, right?
They won 1-0. And imagine Mudagasi iyadlala Saturday. Iyaphume Mudagasi iyodlala D-Ground again, same day. So, Mudagasi is a busy team. Mangathi yabheka kulesikhathi samanje. Mudagasi everywhere you are or la kune tournament khona, ikhona Mudagasi. As long as tournament yakhona inemali ebonakalayo, Mudagasi khona. Because mangakutshela Mudagasi idlale la yawina 1-0. Baye D-Ground. Mawafika D-Ground, bathola kudlala
Lukiland against Mango.
Yeah, Lukiland was playing against Mango.
Yeah.
Okay, man, Lukiland. He's a coach here, Lukiland.
Did you actually have to tell the viewers and waiting me out like that?
He's a coach here, Lukiland, this guy.
Oh my God. All right, my viewers.
I'm gonna stress. The coach here, Lukiland, was that's why it's Nailana. I get communion bloom. I can out a Columbus Loom, fully dictionary in a South Africa. You're out there. Shy Snow is a getting Canadian dictionary. No, you're Kabaga pay to Cesar. My Puga Zala, you're the D-Ground. You're the La Fabrica.
Yeah, La
Fabrica, which is Tepison Canals. Yes, Yawi Limtakas. Labi babu you go win. So what the winning game here will be Saturday. What if you like game here will be Skepe Sunday? We will Saturday.
It would have been a good momentum for them, consistency in the sense, of course, of them playing in the morning and getting a little bit of momentum going into that encounter because you know what happens in football.
Yeah.
Once you get that momentum right, that consistency right, it becomes a little bit obnoxious, mainly because you get to outsmart and outplay a team. And that's what, in fact, I know probably we might even speak about the FIFA World Cup later on the show.
Yeah.
That's what Egypt did against Argentina yesterday. So Mudagasi they played in the morning of that Saturday and faced Skepe and Nketule.
Yeah, it was going to be different.
It was going to be a humdinger of a game. It was going to be end-to-end stuff, mainly because Mudagasi was always going to have that, agency and that momentum because they would have probably warmed up in the right manner. So for me, if they Dalile,
Saturday.
that weekend,
Saturday after the first game,
after the first game, and then played.
If first game, pubs, and they say pubs. Hey,
Interesting. Ne?
Pubs is doing well. But the team, Giaziwa, Giapuza, Giasala, Giachila, everything. Kuna part kona like Tuzani, I'm packing maningi, Iprai and stuff. So it pubs is in it is native football is better because now in a team of foot, and then okay. One kuluma ngale game la Saturday. Akinti pubs idliwe imtakasi.
Yeah, idliwe imtakasi.
Yeah, bapresile bayazi ukuthi tournament ibe top 32 ngada kwezinja zegame.
What an exciting acquisition, I tell you.
Yeah,
interesting factor because when you get to look at it, I tell you, it's a little bit obnoxious. Now, Matora enlightened you about ponds.
Yeah,
you know, butchery and
grill.
They maneuver something of a different factor.
Yeah.
So, my viewers, don't hesitate. Come through. Wozani zochila nathi khona la Palms bafethu. Don't go anywhere. Come to Palms and you can be able to have an event. You can be able to have a launch. You can be able to entice yourself. Because ngiyabona, it gets fully packed here.
Yeah. I mawufuna ukwazi ukuthi kuyagcwala. Was a Monday.
What do they call it?
Shikaza Monday. Shikaza.
Not Nkori Monday.
Shikaza Monday.
You heard it on
was
yourself.
A Monday. Uzo enjoy. Yeah, so and it's after my game, man. Must and then Sunday, kona la paya. Izinja ZeGame. Kubene game ye River Park.
Yeah.
Kubene game ye River Park versus Protea Amagens. It was a game. It was a game. I mean, I went since River Park it was playing so badly these days or not winning. And then they won that game very clean. And it was a nice game. Everything was there. Shoe shining PR, castle football, everything. Our goalkeeper distribution, 101 was there. Exactly. The way it is, you know. So IDISKI LETHU is there. Like, you know, magdala amateam afana nabo River Park, nama photographers waselokishini, abo banban, abo Diski domain, abo fresh on snaps. Yeah, they are there now. Yeah. Just to ukuthi bazoyenza ukuthi lezi zinto esizenzayo ekhaya zingalahleki because ama archives vele.
And Matora, just before we carry on with the show, a big ups to Vino Snaps as well. He's doing a sensational job out in Canada, you know, in the Fufa World Cup. Big ups to him. He started, of course, in the dusty, of course, the streets of
the Eye of God.
Yeah, the Eye of God. So for him to actually be there, exceptional, I'd say, for one, because it's unearthing new talent, grassroots development, and building a bright future prospect. So for the likes of Chavo Graphics, fresh on snaps, you've got Diski domain, you've got ENK Sports snaps, you've got ZeGame snaps. Even now with Pagamisa Linesman, he's working hand in hand with Big Page Picks. So that tells you a different perspective why we're still on that matter of photographers as well.
Maseselapho kuma photographers. Sishuta ngelinye ilanga i8 ne?
Yeah.
Zenyanga 7.
Yes.
Yazi birthday kabantu today. Professor Skepe, the photographer, the great photographer, because football. Yeah. So, masipuma lapho, Skepe, Sunday, sihambile, sayodlala eThembisa, bayodlala nani, neMudagasi. Igame yakhona bekakorwa, iphela nga-2-2.
4-goal thriller.
Yaphela nga-2-2, bayiwe ama-penalty. I expected, labona ama-penalty, expected,
Coco
ukuthi ashine.
Stimo as well.
Stimo shined, by the way. But
I think he made 3 saves, if I'm not mistaken. He made 3 saves. I mean, look at Mukaba. That penalty. I don't know. What was he thinking? Sometimes you're playing for 150,000 Rand, Matura, and then you go and kick a penalty of that fashion. Are they saying it's a top 32 now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Mlavar, again. There is a tournament we started as a top 16.
All right.
But they are launching today. It's top 32.
Want this money.
I
also want this money.
Yeah, whenever I'm winter games, I put my surprises. So I want to end the tournament at the top 16. Sihlale siplan ukuthi masifuna igame 1 siya ku last 80 must win game yokusi-2 the last 4 akade awubuzakela ngini.
I mean, I get to understand why people also want to get entangled and involved in these tournaments because you can see Tembisa are flourishing. They're making a lot of tournaments back to back to back. Palm Beach, they're making tournaments back to back. And Soweto went silent a bit. Winter Games weren't coming, and to come to the foyer in this fashion, to have Winter Games back to back to back in Soweto, one of the most prominent, of course, local tournaments, equities. For me, sensational.
Okay. Sisase lapho kuma games. Kunama Phillies games.
And Skepe and Nketule
is playing against who again? Mudagasi.
Are facing each other.
They're playing against Mudagasi again.
Yeah.
And that one, and remember Mudagasi was knocked out on the playoffs, right? Because there is a chairman choice. They got inside the tournament because of the chairman choice. So Mudagasi was picked because of the chairman. They were knocked off. They were knocked off, They lost 3. It was 3-0.
Yeah, Malandela.
Beat them. Yeah, they beat them faith. But because of the choice of the chairman choice, they get into the tournament. Again, they are facing Mahamba, who has the colleague with Twitter. They were coach EP01 because Bizo and
Mudagasi are the same team.
It's the same team.
Yeah,
so Umahamba vega peti Bizo and then Twitter apete Mudagasi. Manje Umahamba is in the opposite bench now. Upete Skepe and since I figured Umahamba,
he hasn't lost
the
game.
Lose.
Yeah, he hasn't lost the game. So that tells you, I think that's the reinforcement of Mahamba. And I thought probably with him going there, a couple of players from Umbito would actually follow him.
Yeah.
I saw Neo Marks.
Yeah.
But he didn't stay long. Yeah. He went back to Mbito. So Mbito right now are coachless.
Yeah.
It's going to get even much more interesting. Who is going to be the new coach of Mbito?
I get to be an assistant. So you promote the assistant to become a coach.
Normally it doesn't work in that version. You know, man, sometimes, these coaches, you might, these chairmen as well, you might think that maybe probably you might take the assistant coach, understandably and ugly. And that's what Pirates tried to do, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it's not easy really for the team ukuthi thathe umuntu beka assistant abe coach. But bayayenza nako professional na Chiefs ithembele abantu bebezotolika abanikeza isikhundla ukuthi babe abo coach bayithatha Chiefs bayibeka ku number 3 ne bayibeka ku number 3. Into engisho ile ukuthi Imbito ayina coach, but Mudagasi mayidlala ngiyabona Twitter is always there.
Sure.
So like we coach.
But I think he is going to be the one that actually takes everything and in charge overall. So in all essence and in all view, let's just give it to him and say that he is coaching both sides as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So kusho ukuthi masibhekele ya game leya ye Mudagasi neSkepe kusayohlangana futhi.
Champ of Champs.
Yeah, kusayohlangana ku Champ of Champs. And the Champ of Champs they by televise, ne? Idlalela eMabuya this time.
No, I don't think they are going to televise it because the FIFA World Cup is actually taking place. So unfortunately, my viewers, this time around, for these games, I'm not going to be seeing them on telly this time around. Rather, we're going to be seeing them live on the ground.
Yeah.
So the first, of course, encounters are going to take place at Mabuya grounds, Davidton. If you want to go there, definitely, it's going to be exciting. I'll tell you for one.
Yeah, okay. Abantu mabale Mabuya thina sila Protea South abanye bazoba baseTshalanang. There's a lot.
Others are going to be in Nketule, Palm Ridge, the famous D-Ground.
Yeah. So there's a lot of football which is happening eKasi. So bafethu mangabe ni free niye ni supporteni ama local tournaments, ama local team, ni supporteni nama player, because if I can tell you, there's a lot of struggles yama player. Umuntu udlalela this team but ngoba because of kunama iwallet uthola ukuthi iplayer alisekho available for ukudlala kuleyo team leyo because of ama iwallet, you understand. And then kunabanye abo chairman abaphethe isaka grand bathekele iplayer ikari bathengele player furniture. So
who are you actually pointing out? Because man, I can see you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere. What's going on? You're going somewhere. There's somewhere you're going.
Kuba topic leyo straight because of there is a lot of players. Ne? Yabona mawudlala tournament. Ungakhalela ukudlala second week your tournament. Play first week your tournament. You know why? Your players bazodlala. I mean, let's say you stop 32. And then idlalele ground leli one. 16 teams will play first week, 16 teams will play the other week. And then your first 16 teams, they'll collect players. And when you are playing now, you don't have players now. So Shaba will go over or some figure later ground, send Darani 8 ground. So Faganami, Begizobugera, I saw you so many times. Now we're so Dala, Sebak busy with those because we're Seba short. Yeah, what is it?
And it sucks.
Fet bank chaluguti amfet unama putozo dlala ngithi amfet mina la ngizosebenza owamsebenza hayi lo wokudlala, but because of ama player wasekho kula iviki lokusi2 le top 32 ile ndaba yama iwallet ayimoshi ibhola lethu mfethu.
And understandably, arguably, it's another topic for another day. I think we'll break it down to all the viewers at home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You want to subscribe?
Yeah.
Well, you can subscribe to Diski Lethu. We are going to be most certainly going on your YouTube channels as well as on TikTok. Those are social media platforms.
Yeah, and Facebook. Yeah.
So for me, I feel that could also be another topic, but I don't know why you're derailing to it, you know, and saying that chairmans love taking out money. So with that one of buying a car.
Yeah. You know,
just enlighten the viewers just a bit. Just a bit.
And now ufake khona. But mina ngisabe umuntu ngoba ngisemsebenzini. Uyazi naye.
Yeah.
Bathi yabona bathi makalenda.
It's the chopper.
The chopper.
You didn't even have to say anything.
Angisakhulumi next. Abantu abafuthanda ibhola bayazi ukuthi ngikhuluma ukuthi abangazi bazosibuza nisibuzele ama question la wena unga understand. So buya nama answers akhona next week. Abangazi ukuthi basithi the chopper boys isikhuluma nabo bani. Bathi akusi submarine. Akusi stimela.
No. It's not a moving train.
No, akusi basi.
It's not a ship.
Daughter, that's the chopper.
And I saw a couple of individuals from that team.
Yeah.
And you know I love saying this word each and every time.
Yeah.
The signature code, Matora.
Yeah.
South African women.
Yeah.
South African women.
Yes.
I'm not going to say anymore.
Yeah, don't say it anymore. Because of vele ngibonile ama photographers amaningi these days by grounding. Bayayilandelela lezi zinto lezi because monga emapage wabo yabona na ukuthi ayabona la team inento zayo yabo inento zayo futhi laba bangathi vele imali ikhona kubo is nothing akusilutho le ukuthi babize like abantu beautiful things egrounding nawo but asikhohle ukuthi size kuphi vele sisuke size grounding bafuna ukusikhohlisa phela ukuthi asize kuphi size grounding sobukela ibhola. That is why siphume la siphuma khona saye grounding sayobukela ibhola yabo. So njengoba kudlalwa la Protea South kudlalwa eTshalalang this weekend and then kuyadlalwa eMabuya kuyadlalwa D-Ground.
Do you think maybe probably we can nullify it and break it down in terms of the analytic side of things?
Yes.
Skepe and Nketule up against Mudagasi.
Yes,
probably break it down so that the viewers know and what to expect.
Yeah.
Players who can be able to rise to the occasion, because there's PlayStation la.
Yeah.
There's Lithu Mochomo.
Yes.
There's Madala in the heart of that midfield up against Tete.
There's
the former
Shekeleke,
the
landlord.
Oh my Lord.
The landlord shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the other side, there is Ace.
Yes, Ace is going to be up against, of course, the sensational, immaculate Shekeleke.
Yes.
That's why we always break down and say those are the players that can be able to be offensive and effective as much as possible as they can.
Yeah, and we remember Mudagasi, sometimes they can call London to play for them, London Mukaba to play for them. Today, this weekend, they will be playing against him because he will be playing for his mother team. Yeah, so uzobe dlala eclubini yakhe okuyi Skepe Nketule. So uLondri uzoba bhekene no lapha emuva Mudagasi,
The Bull.
the Bull.
Lebohang is going to be facing Lebohang, and then Stilala at the other end is up against Ntsimbi.
Yeah, I saw Ntsimbi playing for Skepe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Ntsimbi now is playing for Skepe. So uzaba beginning snipe.
Sniper Stilala. One of the most, deadly strikers in Kasi football. If you get to look at Stilala's movements inside the box, he's the talisman, full of athleticism. I mean, when he peels off that last line of defense, I tell you for one, defenders find it difficult either to man mark him, zonal mark, even, with the way he then attacks the near post, gets into vital areas in the box. And that's one of the most important factors. That's what you want from your strikers. Yeah. And that's what I feel Zico yesterday of Egypt actually did. Yes, he was playing wide, but he was playing as though he was the top man and the talisman. So for me, Stilala up against Ntsimbi, that's another battle that is going to be very quite interesting.
It's called goal for fun, eh?
Yeah, I mean, he's a banger.
Like Haaland.
He's definitely like
Messi.
Haaland. Well, Messi is different. Even yesterday.
He scored goals for fun. But
no, I mean, he was walking yesterday. He was walking in the field.
But the finishing, the last 10 minutes. Hey. The last 10 minutes of the game, Messi. The last 10 minutes, it was Messi. And if I was another coach, I'm telling you, sometimes if you're a player and then the coach loves you, and even the coach, and even yourself, trust yourself, you kept him in the game.
No, I mean,
for so long, and he was not there.
Look at what Egypt were doing. Yeah. There were 3 players around him. There were 2 players. They were going in acquisitions. At times, there would be 2 players around him. There would be 3 players. And then others can be able to then shift and move the ball, or maybe probably rotate themselves and reshuffle. Yeah. But the minute a couple of players from Egypt was up, that's the turnaround of the game. Yes, in the sense of the referee, people stating that poor decision-making from the referee. There were a couple of tackles that, Argentina made in the game. Yeah. Reality does say, football is a very funny sport. It has a very funny way of revealing and showing things. Not only can it hurt you, but it can make you feel a little bit obnoxious. Yeah. But for me, I feel that Argentina dug deep for the result.
A lot.
Understandable. There were question marks in terms of the referee going to the VAR and overruling a couple of decisions as well. Yeah. But people do not understand that. They feel as though Egypt were wrong.
Yeah. Because if I can tell you, Egypt won the game because 79 minutes, 2-0. And then in the 90 plus 2 minutes, 3-2.
It's endurance, Matora. I feel it's endurance. That's all. Endurance. They didn't have the endurance.
That was the game. That game, I was so nice. Nice. I enjoyed the Africans when they're playing with European teams.
Morocco
and giving them tough time. Eh? Yeah. They gave them tough time. And then France,
Morocco. We're rooting for you, Morocco. We're rooting for you. We are behind you, Morocco. We are behind. It's an African, team. So we are behind Morocco tomorrow. Yeah. We definitely are.
Yeah. So Morocco last World Cup when they went to semi-final.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they were knocked out in the semi-final.
Yes.
But this time they are playing with the contenders. They are playing with the World Cup contenders, which
the runners-up. Runners-up.
They are contenders. They are runners-up. They are contenders.
It's all in the bag.
I wish it was on the last 4, that one.
It's going to get exciting. Remember that we are still live on IDISKI LETHU. Distribution 101. I am Feza the Englishman. And I'm not alone. I've got one of the most immaculate, sensational human beings. Tora.
Yeah, Richard Richard, but they were to the TV. Buseni river ko zisubedza buseni rineritere abade babone zvitu zva TV ni buseni rineri vasubedza zva TV ni buseni chipinga chote rakavadisera zva buseni razidisa TV ni vade vadipinda navo rime chipinga chote rineri pano rivarodisa zva zvakasi vafetu ndikazori chifi IDISKI LETHU distribution 101 to distribute to another person siyan distributela enjoy it when it lasts because rikovuya futi navegedaho rinavo kava enjoy episode ine vakudoivona zvino nefano nendoguma ndiri signing out.
And understandable, Matora. When you say IDISKI LETHU, it's our football. Yeah, our football.
Yeah.
For me, Hleza the Englishman, Mnyama, as he is signed out, I'm also signing out. When you know the no, you will know how to know. Because the no will let you know. Now that you know the no has made you know. There is pressure. There is pressure. And pressure. And pressure. IDISKI LETHU will put pressure on you.